guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Now, I don't think it needs any introduction, but as you can see behind me, there is an incredible Alpina Roadster S. So you may be wondering how on earth I've got up and close and personal to one of these. Well, there's the answer. That's Mark, who has very, very kindly invited me down here today to come and have a look at his Alpina Z4 and maybe even take me out for a drive in it. So that's going to be incredible and I can't wait.
I didn't say you could touch it.
Oh. Right then, so I guess the first thing we should do before anything is talk to Mark, the owner, who's very kindly invited us down here today, about what is the Alpina Roadster?
Well, it's a very, very, very special car, a very, very rare car. For people that don't know Alpina, it's kind of, they're very closely linked with BMW, but this particular one, like they would have taken the shell from BMW's line and taken it to their own factory in Germany, and then they build this as an Alpina, has its own VIN number, as a completely like its own manufactured car. And what they put on, what they do to it is absolutely awesome. Just by looking at it, you can see, you know, it's got the body kit, the wheels, the same wheels they use on the Alpina Z8. And they do everything, the interior, the suspension. The engine is the, I think it's the 3.2 from the previous, or the sort of M car of this generation. But they fettle it and it's made up to 3.4, and yeah, it's an awesome thing.
Could you talk us through some of the things that are different, that differentiate this car from the standard Z4 and then also from the Z4M? So obviously, for someone who knows nothing like me, I can see there's a 3.4 badge. You already touched on the engine. The wheels are obviously different. It's ducktail spoiler. Are there any other sort of features you can
Well, I mean, Alpina are kind of their, what they aim for is like endurance, really. They're into endurance racing. So these cars are kind of set up, they're very different from the Z4M. The Z4M is kind of all top end. You've got to kind of really cane them to get the sort of power out of them, and they're a very harsh ride. Fantastic car, but kind of like a track car. Whereas this is kind of a bit more like a GT, really. It's got all the powers lower down. You can sort of pull away at 30 miles an hour in 6th gear and it will still go. The ride is really, really supple, yet it handles beautifully. You could drive to sort of right across Europe in this and not bat an eyelid. They sort of trick up the interior a bit, got beautiful seats in it compared to the standard Z4. They do like extended leather and all this kind of stuff.
And moving around to the back, we've got the exhaust tips look different to the ones on a standard Z4.
Yeah, again, stock stainless steel.
Very nice.
System all the way through.
I had a little sound of this as we drove to this location, and it did sound very deep and quite raspy actually, so I'll be interested to hear that a bit more.
Hear anything over the sound of yours. There was all people in the village going, thunder.
Oh no, it's a Z4. Wow, look at that. It's got the BMW branding on the engine. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting sort of big Alpina all over it. Obviously it says Alpina on the other side.
Yeah, I think, well, I mean, ultimately it's a BMW motor.
Yes.
They take that from the line, but it's kind of the outside shell is BMW and all the internals are Alpina. And it's kind of all there, it's hand built. So, yeah, it's kind of like a blueprinted version, if you like, but it is definitely 100% pure Alpina. They're such a rare car. I mean, even BMW fans, they're kind of not really aware of these cars, and there were so few of these come into this country. It's very unlikely you're going to kind of see another one on the road. It's that's the appeal to me, really.
Yeah, Mark was saying to me, guys, just off camera, that he's had this for around 8 months now, and he's still yet to see another one driving past him on the road. So clearly are very few and far between. I've certainly never seen one apart from one other time very recently.
Yeah, yeah. Apart from those other 7 you saw.
Now, this is the bit I'm super excited to look at a bit more, is the interior. It's absolutely stunning. I think the red leather just goes so nicely with the paintwork.
I love this colour combination. I think, I know, to me it still looks really modern. And I love the red. It's kind of like more like an oxblood type of red. Really nice leather. Yeah, the little touches, Alpina logos everywhere. And typical Alpina is the blue dials, which you still see in Alpinas today. Yeah, so I think this, as a colour combination, I couldn't have asked better, really.
So then, Mark, what do you say we get in and go for a little bit of a spin?
I think that's a very good idea.
Let's do it. Not quite. We were trying to time the door closing, but that didn't quite work.
Yeah.
Nice idea, though. Oh, wow. It's raspy.
It's got a nice little burble, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is my first time ever in an Alpina of any kind, and certainly of the Roadster kind as well. So this is an incredible experience. So then, firstly, Mark, thank you so much for letting me have a ride in this car.
Yeah.
Yeah. First impressions. It sounds brilliant. It sounds absolutely brilliant, and the ride. It's a lot softer than what I'm used to in my car, partly because my suspension's questionable, but also I think this is just set up a lot softer, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, that's it's the magic of Alpina. They get the ride to be super smooth and compliant, yet there's not really any compromise on the handling. Yeah, it just makes it, as a car to kind of live with, yeah, they're unbelievable.
Woo! What are the figures on this thing then? So brake horsepower wise, I think it's just shy of 3.
It's 300 brake horsepower.
300.
It's got a lot of torque.
So I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't have a restricted top speed.
No,
I think on paper, this thing actually will do 165. Is it?
True, yeah. Let's see what let's see.
Don't kill me. Definitely packs a punch.
Yeah.
What's the, do you know what the claimed 0 to 60 time on one of these is?
I think it's about 5 seconds.
5?
So,
about the same as the Z4M then?
yeah, it's...
Because I guess they've traded that higher. Because the Z4M, I was reading about this earlier, has 340 brake horsepower or thereabouts. But it's a smaller block.
Yeah.
However, it's much lesser on torque, whereas what Alpina have done with this engine is orientated that capacity towards the torque a lot more.
Yeah.
So I think the way in which this delivers power is different, but ultimately you get the same sort of performance figures. So
yeah, it's true. It is. It's a more relaxed way of achieving it.
Yeah. So Mark, how long have you had this car?
It's been about 8 months now.
8 months.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're hard to find. You know, you have to, if you want one, you just got to be patient.
Yeah.
Because there's always 1 or 2, 3 for sale, Auto Trader and stuff. But you know, if you want a particular one,
you're gonna have to wait, yeah, because they've probably only so many specs of this car, and you can notice in here that there's leather everywhere in this car. Like on the Z4 we've got plastic sort of door grabs here, but these are leather as well. So very nice little touches like that help this to feel a lot more special.
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, definitely. I think that's again what Alpina are known for. There, you know, if you look at the real modern ones, the level of kind of refinement and personalisation is kind of through the roof.
Absolutely. I guess you've touched on it a bit there, but what was the reasoning for you? You know, because lots of people don't even know these things exist.
No.
So what was the reasoning for you finding out that these things exist and then thinking, I'm going to get one of those?
Yeah, I suppose. Well, it's been in my mind for a while to get. I wanted a kind of fun car, like weekend car, but I wanted to put my money in something fairly sensible.
Yeah.
And so it's like really, you know, the affordable classic really, and future classic as well, like a good investment. And I wanted kind of old school, you know, straight six, naturally aspirated, etc., etc., and also as impractical as possible.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get a fun car, you know, you're not going to get a Volvo estate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I had a few things in my mind. I've always loved BMWs, and initially was looking at the Z4M.
Okay, yeah.
Perhaps a Z4M coupe as well, which
That's something I really want to experience.
Yeah.
I've never been able to actually just yet, but
and then you know, in my research, I think I went down to a particular car dealer that had a Z4M, and they also had an Alpina. So I started looking at that. I thought it just looked so much better.
It's those wheels as well that just make it sit completely right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it wasn't the one I wanted. It was very expensive. Being in the dealers, it was a lot of money. So I started researching them, and then kind of the thing that clinched it was the rarity. I mean, the Z4Ms are pretty rare.
Yeah, you don't see many at all.
No, and you got to bear in mind, I think there was 167 of these ever came into the UK.
Wow.
167. I mean, I don't know how many are left. I mean, this is now, what, 13, 14 years old.
That is mad though, 167.
167.
Because if you think about it, they make like, I don't know the figures, but like the new limited run McLarens, they probably make 1,000 of them, you know.
Yeah.
The LaFerrari Aperta, they make 100 of those. Like it's, I mean, 167. That is properly rare.
Yeah, and I think on a lot of there's very precious few reviews. Like on YouTube, I think this will be probably one of 3. If you do a good job.
It'll be on YouTube either way. So it will be one of 3.
At least you get some rarity in that.
Absolutely.
You know, there's very sketchy information on them. So it'd be amazing to get a more detailed one on YouTube.
Completely. I think we've definitely got that today, thanks to Mark's already, because we've done a walk around of the outside of the car, the inside of the car. I've already found out so much that I didn't know, and you know what? I'm really enjoying so far my experience in the Alpina itself. So, obviously maybe it's a little bit of a sensitive question to ask the owner, but as you touched on earlier, one of the reasons that you were maybe swayed towards this is because of the rarity and the fact that potentially it's a safe place for your money because they're going to go up in value. Do you think that is a possibility?
Well, I think it's pretty much assured, really, because I think they'll be comparable with the Z4Ms. I don't think they'll perhaps won't get to the Z4M Coupe.
Right.
Which is that's like a proper icon. But I think that means that people that really want the Z4M Coupe, perhaps they get outpriced. They don't want to spend 40 grand, 50 grand on a car. Yeah. So they then maybe go down to the Z4M convertible. Yeah. And then it brings this back into that. Yeah, you're right. I think into the sights.
I think it's very interesting, and it'll be it'll be fascinating to see what happens. I personally think that these certainly won't lose any money from where they are. No. You know, they might higher mileage ones could go down a little bit more, but I think as soon as something gets traction and people start becoming aware of it, you're very right, not many people are aware of this. Me, myself being a Z4 owner and arguably a Z4 YouTuber, barely had any knowledge of this thing's existence. So I think as soon as the word gets out there that this thing is, a bargain and it's this, that and the other, potentially the prices could soar. Whether they stay within the reach of Z4M prices or go beyond, who knows? Yeah. But I think certainly a very safe place to put your money if you're thinking about an investment. It feels like it's something you can use every day, whether you'd want to or not. Yeah. It's so refined, as Mark says, with the Alpina. Refinity, is that a word?
Refinity? Well, if it isn't, you're just
refinement. That's what I meant.
Your thing. Do you want to have a go now?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. God, I sound like that is incredible. Thank you. Yeah. I'll be very, very careful, don't worry. Right, I'm just going to move the seat slightly.
Yep, just...
Safety first. I absolutely love how these sport seats just grip you.
It's just really nice. When you're really giving it some on the B-road and things, just holds you in. It's very good.
So maybe actually pull up quickly before that Land Rover comes.
good.
Yeah. I can instantly feel that mid-range.
Yeah.
That mid-range torque. It's very apparent when you're actually driving it. It's
yeah.
the power's always there.
It's very, very addictive.
And actually, although I love the way my Z4 sounds now with the back box delete,
Yeah.
this does sound. Let's give it a little bit. It does sound fantastic, actually. I mean, the thing, I don't really know what to say, because I mean, I absolutely love the way these things are set up, and
Yeah.
it just feels brilliant. I think.
Can you feel like that plushness, like
Yeah.
in the ride, and
Yeah, I think
there's a
this
certain
certainly feels like.
quality?
I mean, if I was to compare it to my Z4,
Yeah.
it's just like a Rolls Royce
Yeah.
equivalent of it. You know, it's just completely. Someone stripped mine out and fitted it with beautiful leather,
Yeah, I think.
nicely trimmed steering wheel, nice sounding exhaust,
Yeah.
beautiful engine, so smooth.
Yeah, I think it's like that saying I said in that magazine where a motoring journalist said it's like a Z4, but in a Savile Row suit.
Yes, exactly, and I'd say that's a perfect
Yeah.
description of how this feels. And then I just know as well that from the outside, this thing, it looks so
Yeah.
squat and
Yeah.
meaningful on the
Yeah.
road. Yeah, I'm struggling with things to say just because it's so good. You can definitely feel a sense of, when I'm just teasing the throttle
Yeah.
like here, I can feel a sense of the fact there's a lot more.
Yeah.
There's a lot more there, and that's really nice. Oh yeah.
And the grip as well. I mean,
I'm not even pushing it.
I don't push it. I haven't really thrown it around much. A couple of times on a roundabout just to see, and it just doesn't let go. You know, the car's got a lot more talent than I have.
Yeah, and it's got the
yeah.
same levels of traction mode as mine, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's kind of got all the creature comforts as well. You know, heated seats, electric memory seats.
Yeah.
You know, these BMWs or Z4s themselves, considering the age of them,
Yeah.
you know, there's not that much more. You know, once you put your phone on and get it hooked up, you've got everything you would want in a car.
Yeah.
Even compared to today's modern vehicles.
And just driving it as well, it feels. I've not driven a tremendous amount of brand
Yeah.
new cars, but yeah, it doesn't feel ancient.
No.
And realistically, if you think about it, I mean, it is what? This is 2005, this car,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
13 years old.
Yeah.
Which is quite a long time ago, but
Yeah.
actually in 2005, cars were already really refined, so
Yeah.
this one's obviously been looked after really, really nicely.
I think this has got the sweet spot of being a modern car with modern like luxuries,
Yeah.
yet it's still old school.
And you can still get in it and you can think this is
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, you've got that plaque there, you've got
Yeah.
these blue dials, says Alpena, this branded steering wheel,
Yeah.
you know, and the red leather with the grey colour combo.
Yeah.
It feels special, doesn't it? You know, it feels like a luxury
Yeah.
version of mine, and just with that different engine characteristic
Yeah.
as well. It lends itself so nicely to just like now I'm in 6th gear at 50 miles per hour,
Yeah.
cruising. Yeah, I've still got a bit of power there if I
Yeah.
need it. But then, you know, if you drop into 2nd,
Yeah.
it wants to fly.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely the rarest car I've ever driven.
Yeah.
That's
Well, and that's the weird thing, in as much as where would you have to go to, or what car would you have to go to get to something there are only 160 odd
It'd
in
be
the
like
country.
something worth millions of pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
What I understand, once you drive and if you're lucky enough to own an Alpina, you kind of would never go back to even to BMW. You'd
Yeah,
be
'cause
like,
why
no,
would
the
you?
Alpina gives you that bit extra.
absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for letting me drive this. It's
No, I think, well,
quite an experience.
I mean, I've got this car, and I've been in a very lucky position to be able to get it, and it is. a second car for me, and it's good. It's nice for me to be able to do something with it. You know, I think your channel's really good. You've done really well, and you obviously love Z4. So I thought, well, yeah,
let's show him what he can't have.
It's like caring the community. For me.
Yeah. Oh, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, honestly, that was incredible. Thank you so much for letting me drive the car.
You're a convert to Alpina.
I wasn't even expecting to like have a ride in it, let alone get behind the wheel. So that was incredible. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Really appreciate you inviting me down, guys.
No
I hope you've enjoyed the video. This has obviously been incredible for me to make. So do give it a like if you did. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Not really. Instagram.
Instagram. I'll at your Instagram on the screen. And yeah, go and give Mark a follow because that is just incredible. He's let me have a go in this. I've really enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And any last words?
Yeah, everyone start really looking to buy these so you can up the price of mine. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you very, very soon.